Yep, that's right. Right there's about right. Yep, that sounds good. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin, and today we're listening to Peter Gabriel with his song Family Snapshot off of his album Peter Gabriel, released in 1980. Are any of you into photography at all? There was a brief period of my life that I wanted to get into it, but then everybody got a phone, and every phone had a camera, and every camera came with the person behind it who wanted to be a photographer. So, I just let that dream kind of go. Anyways, you can join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. Hopefully you're having an amazing day. And let's do it. This is Family Snapshot by Peter Gabriel. I did have a lot of sugar today, by the way. I'm sorry.
The streets are lined with camera crews. Everywhere he goes is news. Today is different. Today is not the same. Today I'll make the action. Take snapshot into the light. Snapshot into the light. I'm shooting into the light. 4 miles down, the cavalcade moves on, driving into the sun. If I worked it out right, they won't see me or the gun. 2 miles to go, they're clearing the road, and the cheering has really begun. I've got my radio, I can hear what's going on. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. All you people in TV land, I will wake up your empty shells. Peak time viewing, blown in a flash as I burn into your memory cells. 'Cause I'm alive. They're coming round the corner with the bikers at the front. I'm wiping the sweat from my eyes. It's a matter of time, a matter of will. And the governor's car is not far behind. He's not the one I've got in mind. 'Cause there is a man of the hour standing in the limousine. I don't really hate you. I don't care what you do. We were made for each other, me and you. I wanna be somebody. You will like that too. If you don't get given, you learn to take, and I will take you. Holding my breath, release the catch, and I let the bullet fly. All turn quiet, I've been here before. A lonely boy hiding behind the front door. Friends have all gone home. There's my toy gun on the floor. Come back, Mom and Dad. You're growing apart. You know that I'm growing up sad. I need some attention. I shoot into the light.
This may have taken over Intruder as my favorite song. I'm not sure yet. Always got to give it another listen. But this was really good. I mean, this stood out from the rest of the album so far, to be honest. This was good. How fantastic the way that Peter has always interwoven story into his music, into the lyrics, into the narrative, into everything that he does with it. The song starts as it ends with Peter Gabriel and the piano quietly rising, quietly falling. You can hear kind of like this lonesome figure in the crowd. And of course, as I'm reading around the lyrics, to me it seems like a reporter who may be turned into like someone trying to kill the governor, apparently. But it starts off almost like any other day, almost like from the perspective of any other person. Just there in the crowd, perhaps doing their job, doing their thing. Everything's like normal, you know? But there is something different in Peter's voice as he sings this. He's not singing it in a very, happy-go-lucky way. He's not singing this in an enjoy the day kind of way. He's singing this with purpose, as is eventually fulfilled through the story, and him trying to kill this governor. And after Peter makes his declaration that he's shooting into the light, after he makes his declaration of what he's going to attempt to do, the music changes. His voice suddenly goes from this calm and slightly reserved kind of personality into something a little more manic, into something a little more, I don't want to say insane, but I mean, if you're going to try and kill the governor, I mean, you gotta really love that bass sound. You guys know I love that bass sound. I don't know if it's fretless or whatever, but John Giblin on the bass, ooh, I love it because I always use this word and I feel like I can't help but use the word. It just sounds so liquid because of the way it moves around the song. It's like a snake wrapping itself around the song. It just feels so warm. It feels like something that surrounds you. It's just a really cool sound. So that was John Giblin on the bass, and he's performed with, of course, Peter Gabriel, but John Martin, Annie Lennox, Philip Collins, Kate Bush, David Sylvian. Now we're talking. I like that rise in his voice, that rising harmony with his higher pitch and then his like more, regular sound. I love how it does that. And then the lyric is, I've been waiting for this. So it's almost like he's like psyching himself up, like hyping himself up, like, I've been waiting to do this for a long time. It's finally at the moment, getting myself ready. And listen to how angry Peter sounds. See, you hear how angry he is? And I love Dick Morrissey on the saxophone. Oh, he's declaring war. And then the drumming, Phil. Confidence now. Confidence. Idealism turns into realism as he prepares himself to take aim and take the shot. But listen to the instrumentation as it builds up around him and how much sense the instrumentation makes. How Phil on the drums comes in with the bass and the snare, adding momentum, rhythm, and like I said before, confidence to this specific moment in the lyrics as he's really, like I said, about to take aim. The saxophone, a beautiful instrument, but here, because of its presence in this type of story, perhaps sounds like a little something more sinister. And then the guitar comes in as well, and then really the song kicks into its main rhythm, as now, at least in this part, like, listen. Like, to me, that specific rhythm sounds like him, like, walking down the street, like I said, with this newfound confidence. After psyching himself up, he's looking for his place so that he can attempt to assassinate the governor. And he's even talking about these things at this moment. He says they're coming around the corner, so he's watching them. He's watching their paths. I'm sure he's planned this out. He's wiping sweat from his eyes. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of will. He has the will. He has the time, and he's going to take that time and do what he's going to do. And I like this part right here so much. The lyrics here are really interesting, where he's saying, I don't really hate you. I don't care what you do. Like, he's just there, whatever it is. I'm assuming like an assassin, so it's his job. But like, he's there to do the job. He doesn't care who it is. He doesn't care what they've done or what they've done to deserve this. It's kind of like that movie Wanted. Remember that? I think that was when James McAvoy was like questioning the targets, like, why are we doing this? And they were like, oh, don't question the weave or whatever, whatever whatever that was. But it's kind of like that. Like, he doesn't care what it was. He doesn't care what they do. They were made for each other. He was made to be killed, and I was made to kill you. So he has this like weird twisted relationship in his mind that's playing out and unfolding. And such a tense moment as he holds his breath to take the shot. And as the bullet flies, the vocals and all the music becomes distant, and once again it comes back and retracts back into that piano and Peter kind of sound. And at that point, the song takes more of a flashback kind of moment as he talks briefly about his childhood and him growing up and him being on the other side of the front door. The kids or all of his friends are gone home, but what about him? And what is he coming home to? Interesting, right? A little backstory to our protagonist or antagonist, whichever. And then getting into the song title, Family Snapshot. So before looking into the lyrics as I just did, I knew this song had to be about murder or something like it. It had to be, right? It had to be. I actually thought it was going to be more of someone killing someone else in their family. Like maybe the family snapshot was of a happy family, but there was something darker beneath that. And it seems in part we get that, but this song is more about, as I just explained, an assassination attempt. Whether it succeeds or fails, I don't know. I do like, and I think it's really clever, how the song is called Family Snapshot, and it's only at the very end of the song that we literally get a snapshot, a glimpse, a very brief glimpse of the family. The whole song has nothing to do with the family, except that brief glimpse into Peter's mind as a child. That's good. That's what I mean. Interwoven, like the weave, whatever it was called. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought of this song, because I thought that this was a very high mark on the album so far. You can join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. I'm getting tired now. Thank you guys so much for your donations. Don't forget to share the video if you enjoy it. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.